sitting next to George.
And we're getting the minutes of the
Didn't he sit right here?
Yeah.
previous meeting. The 7/2/18 meeting, I'll entertain for a
Can't think of the
motion.
last name.
I move.
Moved by Chris. Second by Bob.
Misbehaving.
Any discussion, corrections?
I just got a question on the resolution about Sherry Matthews.
Mhm.
Just not sure really what,
I'm just making a point that if somebody goes back and wants to find out whether she took a civil service test or didn't, I wanted it just in the minutes so that if we ever have to go back to it.
I'm happy to do that, I just wonder if we need more information there or not.
Whatever you want to add.
I don't know.
I feel satisfied that we met the requirements for the civil service, and I think that's the time to make note of it for our records, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. You feel all right with that?
Yeah, I just, wanted to somebody read it later on and understand what that was.
I don't, did we pass a resolution? I thought all we did was.
Yeah.
We
Just
just
say that we
accepted
accepted
it.
it.
Yeah, but I just
Oh,
wanted
we
to somehow to
accepted
put it in the minutes that we accepted it, so. And maybe I didn't have to do that.
Anything else? We're all in favor? Opposed? And we'll move right into public comments. Anyone?
We were just wondering if there was any,
Can you, if any public comments, please step up to the podium and state your name. This is being recorded. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Dave Barnes.
Dave Barnes?
Dave Barnes. I just wanted to see if there was any update on the beach property down at the end of Golf Course Road. I know it's been on the agenda for previous meetings and is sort of an ongoing topic right now. So I just wanted to see where things stood with that, if there's anything new or resolution or, where everything stood, just kind of want to get a feel for that.
A quick update, I did contact the town attorney. She just today forwarded some suggested procedure on how to proceed. And we've hired an abstract company to do an abstract. So things are in the works. I
Okay,
believe it's gonna be about 3 weeks before they actually do the abstract. Because they're quite busy, but,
okay,
and we're also pursuing a surveyor to have it surveyed.
okay. Leaning towards any particular, resolution? I mean, is there something that's a bottom line goal after all that? It's satisfying either side of the spectrum, town and people involved with the property, deed rights and all that kind of thing. Is there a bottom line to what you're seeking with these things you just mentioned about the abstract and surveyor and all that?
Well, the board has decided that it's probably to the best interest of the town to sell the property. We just want to make sure that we do that the best and the most legal way
Okay,
that it needs to be done.
okay,
That's about all I can tell you at this point.
okay.
All right?
All right, thank you.
Yep. Any other comments?
Just that.
Your sunglasses.
They're sunglasses. Those are the real glasses. Thank you. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm Randy Southern, Golf Course Road. I've talked to you two previous occasions, and I just want to confirm what you're saying is basically you're looking to sell the property possibly, and I think that's what all the people that have the deeded right-of-ways are more than interested in, somehow purchasing the property. I've been to the courthouse. I try to research how you guys, or not you guys, I take that back, apology, but the board acquired the property, and apparently in December 22nd, 1997, one of the Osbornes came forward and basically sold you the property for $10. Now, this is all deeded, that I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours on. But keeping in mind, it's $2, I'm just curious of how much money, if you were to sell the property, where would this be escalating today?
Well, I could tell you that I just had a conversation with the town attorney and her comment was that we have an appraisal done on the property. So, actually what it gets sold for, I have no idea. So it's a little bit too early to tell right now, Randy, I'm sorry.
It's a gray area.
Yeah.
Not really. The New York state law requires the town to get the best price for it that it can negotiate. It has to be fair market value for starters. So, and you can look that up, it's in town law. Or I can email it to you.
I was just wondering how it worked, that was my real question. As far as what it is worth, I have no idea. So, thank you.
Well, she suggested that we have an appraisal done and have someone that deals in real estate in this area as part of the appraisal process.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to have it sold, and all of us would, down there that have the deeded rights, have it sold within our, whatever you want to call it, membership, or those who are deeded. We really don't want to have it sold outside of that and have somebody come in, which is replacing you to a total stranger for our situation.
Yeah, I understand that, Randy, but I'm not sure, I believe it has to go to a bid.
Yeah.
It's a bidding process.
Dan, did you find out any information about the dock being put out?
I've heard nothing back from DEC yet, no. I know, I was told that their legal department is looking at it.
Because that didn't impress me much.
I'll throw another Randy name out there as well. My name is Randy Gunn. I just have one follow-up question there. I appreciate all the information you've already given
Your
us.
last name again, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, Gunn, G-U-N-N. So I'm part of the Sengenberger extended plan. So appreciate what you guys have already looked into and certainly look forward to finding out more information. 3 weeks seems like a pretty reasonable amount of time to get those kinds of abstracts completed. Didn't know if you had any feel for, once that was complete, obviously a bid process has to be kind of established, the price has to be set for the land. Any idea from a time frame perspective, how long, once that abstract is complete, before things move forward with identifying what the fair market value would be?
No, I'm sorry, I
No,
can't
that's
answer that
fair.
at this time. I have no idea.
Okay.
This is a little different thing for all of us, so I wish I could give you a good answer, but I can't, I'm sorry, I have no idea.
No answer's better than made up answers. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Anyone else? Samantha?
Samantha DeRosers. Since last time I spoke with the board and most of the town, we had our father-daughter dance on June 16th, which actually went over a lot better than our mother-daughter dance. We had 4 fathers and 4 daughters there, so they had a lot of fun. Also, in the middle of June, I was contacted by the chamber and Mr. Wilt to sell drinks for the 4th of July festivities. I had purchased 10 cases of water and 4 cubes of soda. 4.5 cases of water are sold, and all but 6 cans of soda sold. So Youth Rock made approximately $140.
Good, good.
Which went back to buying supplies and a few snacks for summer rec. And the extra cases of water I will be using for summer rec, that way I don't have to purchase any extra. So far, summer rec has gone over pretty well. Last week, the school had a basketball camp, so there wasn't a great turnout. But the first day we had 11 children. We made pine cones into the animals. Wednesday, the second day, we had 12 children. We made animal masks for the Zoomobile that came in from Utica. And on the 12th, we drove to Bailiwick Animal Park, which is down in Catskill. We had a total of 8 children. The kids had a lot of fun. They loved the animals. They were very, very good. They were very good on the bus. But I decided that for the drive for the children and the amount of animals, because the reviews on the website hypes this place up, it was nice, but it was a little bit smaller than Adirondack Animal Land, so I probably wouldn't take the kids back there. I did stop in Vale Mills and get the kids ice cream, because they, like I said, they were excellent on a 2.5-hour bus ride, and there they listened very well. It was for 7 children. My little one was 2, so he was free, and for adults it was $137 down there. This week, we're going to be hopefully, knock on wood with the rain tomorrow, going to be doing a nature project where we walk down the trail and pick up rocks and stuff. I don't know if anybody's heard of the Adirondack rock thing. A lot of kids, Broad Alban does it too, where you take rocks and you paint them and then you hide them around the town and village for people to find. So I'm just going to have them do that. And then on the 18th, we'll actually be here because Tricky Trail will be at the pavilion. And we're going to be doing something called puffy paint, which is where you take shaving cream and glue and you mix it together and you make paint, and then when it dries, it makes a 3D effect. And I'm going to have them read a book, and then their favorite part, paint the project after. And then on the 19th, we're going to do a 1-mile hike into Kunjamuk Cave, have lunch, and come back out.
Good,
So that's what's going on with Summer Rec so far.
great, sounds good,
Thank you.
thank you. Anyone else?
Oh, I have all the questions. Yeah, is it weekly or bi-weekly?
Randy?
To me so far? Alright.
Yep,
Some of you may have noticed Fawn Lake, the top coat was put on last week. Also, Hamilton Lake Road and Dugway Road gravel was applied to the those roads.
Again, I didn't hear you.
Hamilton Lake Road Wednesday and Thursday gravel was put on. And the Dugway Road today was gravel. And now we're working on part of Perkins Clarendon Road, which is next. As far as buildings go, the air conditioning is working in both buildings superbly, which is a good thing. We had a broken window in the health center. Lawnmower kicked up a rock and broke the window, so we have ordered a replacement glass only for the window. They said 2 weeks, but that could be 3 weeks, who knows?
yeah, some covering it.
Yeah, it's taped over right now, just put a small, star in it, but, just let me know. I do have 2 reasons to go to executive session if I could. One's a personnel issue and another is a contract issue. That's it.
That's it, very good.
Which 2 buildings are you talking about with the AC
This one and
in the whole center?
health center. The town office has window units, so.
Okay, we're at old business. Again, I haven't been putting 175 Golf Course Road on the agenda because I know some of the landowners were concerned about too much publicity, so, but since it did come up, we have covered part of that issue. I hope everybody's satisfied with where we're at this point. So, that would fall under old business. Is there any other old business? Anyone? Hearing none, we'll move to new business, and on the agenda, I have, Bob will be giving us a report, the semi-annual report for the police enforcement. Thanks, Bob.
Bob, thank you, Victor Cody, Enforcement Officer from Town Lake Pleasant. You all have the notes from a couple of weeks ago, I'm sorry I couldn't make that meeting, but to update you on this year's permit activity, we have 32 permits issued for the Town of Lake Pleasant as of June 27th. And around the same time last year, there were 31 permits issued, so we're pretty much on course with that. The comparison between last year and this year are as follows. New residential buildings, we have 2 in the works this year and 4 last year. And of those 4, they're not quite finished yet, so we do have some renewals. Alterations, we have 11 alterations and 7 last year. Additions, we have 5, 4 last year. Demolitions, there were 2 both years. Septic systems, we have 5 septic systems this year, 4 last year. Solid fuel burning devices, there's 1 listed for this year so far and 2 last year. Wells, we have 1 this year and 1 last year. Garages and sheds, we have 4 this year as opposed to 2 last year. And decks or covered decks and canopies, we have 1 this year and 5 last year. Out of those permits, 8 of them are renewals. There's no stop work orders have been issued, and I have no reports from the Lake Pleasant Fire Department have been received as far as any house fires or anything structural. And that's what we have on the code report. The other thing that I handed out a couple weeks ago was a code outreach program for swimming pools covered by the state, and there was a bunch of questions there and just some answers that the code sections give out. And I just wanted to mention that this is the time for people are putting up pools, so I just wanted to mention that we should probably have on the website some reminder about pool safety, and that people are supposed to be getting permits for pools, which we really don't see a lot of, but, you know, I can't go around hunting for them either, so. You know, I just gave, I gave you what the state code is on swimming pools. Any questions?
No, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pretty much right on the left.
Yep. In addition to new business, I just want to mention that I received an email from one of the landowners with the reverse osmosis system in reference to a lamp or a UV part of the system. Did a little checking, and the UV lamp is used for removing bacteria, not sodium chloride. So I contacted Bill Devendorf for his opinion on whether this was something that should be required. He said that an UV lamp system would be redundant because the RO system actually removes the bacteria also. Although suggested I contact the Department of Health to verify that, which I did. And they suggested that we do 2 water samples to make sure that we're supplying potable water to the landowners. So I've took the liberty of ordering that through Bill Devendorf before we spend the money on replacing UV lamps for the systems.
Sure.
So I hope everybody is okay with that.
Makes sense.
And that's all I have. So we've been through new business. I'll entertain for a motion to pay the bills if everybody's been through them. Anyone?
So moved.
Chris? Nancy? Okay, Bob?
Yep.
All in favor then? And we're back at public comments again. Anyone at this time? Any additional public comments? Then we'll go to round table because we will be moving into executive session for a personnel issue, contract issue, and a legal issue. So Nancy? Nothing?
No.
Chris?
Nope.
Bob?
No.
Randy, you have anything?
I'd like to bring up that there'll be a celebration of the life of Jack Ledley, Sunday, July 29th from 1 to 3 at the Speculative Pavilion. Lynn came in today, she's passing these posters around to honor Mr. Ledley's life. Recommended to bring some chairs to sit down at the pavilion with. So that is from Sunday, July 29th from 1 to 3.
Thanks, Deb.
Deb, I didn't hear the date,
It's July 29th.
July 29th? Can I have one of those? Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody. We'll be moving into executive session now.
Well, sure, I'll have it for you.
Oh, do you want it? Just wasn't
I can take it to the.
You did a nice dance, it's like my arms are full, no, I'm getting tired of this, I really am.
Yeah.
You pissed me off.
Well, you know, I usually,
Peter Anderson.
usually, I hear Shirley's still going away, and I go out and start waving, they're already gone.
I didn't realize.